Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Today, we would be discussing about social identities and how they may lead to division between groups. As humans, we have a tendency to view ourselves and others as members of different social categories. That is, when we meet another person, we try to understand what their social background is, where they come from, what their educational background is. We rely on several different cues to identify and categorize others. Their language, their way of dressing, their accent, including other cues of socio-economic background and education. Based on these cues and the ways in which we categorize people, we make judgments and evaluation of their status, their position, and their standing in life. Such social identities are not restricted simply to understanding and categorizing others, but also for defining our own self. We seek belonging in groups as groups and social categories give us a sense of meaning and a framework with which to understand the self and the world around us. Such social categories that we use to understand ourselves and others can range from large to small groups such as national identity, like I'm an Indian, or sports identities like I'm a fan of Manchester United, university identities like I'm a member of Tyndall Global University, and other such similar identities. Thus, we use such large and small social categories to understand who we are and who they are in relation to us. While the need to categorize others and view people in terms of their social category and group membership is a pervasive and natural human tendency. At extremes, such as when groups of individuals develop rivalries with other groups of individuals, such categorization and the need to cling to a social identity can have harmful and negative implications and can result in war, conflict, extreme prejudice, and discrimination. It can even lead to dehumanization of individuals who are seen as the enemy or the outgroup. An extreme form of us versus them has severe consequences for human life and underlines the need for dialogue and reconciliation efforts to bridge the gap between warring factions. There can be various strategies for reconciliation. One of bridging gaps between groups where individuals have categorized themselves into distinctive categories is to increase contact between members of the groups under specific conditions. Proposed by Gordon Allport, Intergroup Contact has a long history in social psychology and states that contact between group members should be encouraged in conditions that do not encourage status differentials. The interaction should be non-competitive. The group members should work toward common goals, and if support of authorities, for example, government or community elders, is available, this should be encouraged. Given that many groups have never come in contact with members of other groups, but hold on the stereotypes about the other groups, Intergroup Contact aims to challenge such lack of interaction and foster harmony instead. Another strategy is to encourage groups to find a larger social identity that subsumes both their identities in an aim to bridge gaps and foster a common bond and identity between warring factions. This is merely a matter of shifting categorizations for group members such that they focus less on divisions and more on commonalities. Both the strategies mentioned above involve some form of education and reshifting of boundaries of groups such that group members look beyond divisions and embrace commonalities with others. Another strategy is to encourage group members to look beyond their own sufferings at the hands of the other group and appreciate the struggles and challenges faced by the other group. Research shows that such an appreciation encourages solidarity with members of the other group and helps bridge divides between groups. That's it for today. Keep watching JIBS Infotainment. Thank you.